Good morning, everyone. Jumping right into it here. We're looking at Dees corn. Dees corn is up 1 1/4, 1.5 right now at 4.99 and a quarter. The overnight high was 5.5, so just barely peeked its head above that mental barrier of $5 again last night. Crude has climbed all the way back out of its hole, so that relationship has connected again. We're back over $100 a barrel on crude today. I think they're just up over 330 a barrel versus June. So, uh, looking at that relationship, it obviously is still connected. We saw a couple weeks ago or last week when crude fell apart and all the grains really followed. So, have to keep an eye on that as we continue to move forward too here. But corn has made a nice bounce back out of this hole. Some strong buying power there. So again, 5-day is acting as support, 496 and a half. This makes me a little nervous just because of how quick this is. Makes me nervous about a knee-jerk reaction up out of this thing. But again, today's report could flip everything on its head one way or the other, right? Whatever information comes out today is what's going to drive us for the next month and a half, 2 months. So it doesn't really matter. Hard to talk a whole lot about the technicals in this situation when you're walking into a report where you're going to get new information. I think these reports typically are going to give you the baseline projections, right? I mean, demand is one of those numbers that could change quite a bit, but it's hard to adjust acres right now. It's hard to adjust yield right now. All of those things are difficult in May when anything can still happen. I mean, nobody's going to be done planting yet if they haven't gotten planted. Even if you haven't planted dryland and stuff like that because it's too dry, there's still plenty of time for that to take place if situations were to change. So they're just not going to make those adjustments very easily. Again, I would be surprised to see us be able to reach this high. I would be surprised to see us be able to get or maintain much above this $5 level before we get to the report. You do have a little bit of separation down here, so that looks strong in the short term, but again, can change very quickly when the market it moves volatile or gets volatile like it probably will today at 11 Central. So again, resistance right up into this area. Let's see what that is. 501 and 3/4. Old high is 505 and 3/4. Support the 5-day at 496 and 7/8. Jumping into soybeans, a little stronger here. Currently up 1 3/4 at. Let me pull this down so I can see it at 1196 and a half. Did take out this high yesterday. Couldn't close there, but closed decent. Didn't come back and close below this high or anything. So support will be the 5-day in the short term, 1189 and 3/4. Really, this is a tough one now because you really have to wait below a close below this level, 1164 and 3/4, to really know that this is done or not. So any movement maybe below this low, 1187 and a quarter, yesterday's low, should make you concerned. But this looks pretty strong right now. I mean, if you were just looking technically, didn't have the report today, you got good separation here, suggesting near-term lingering upside momentum possible. So if you didn't have the report, I would say looks fine. The one negative is the volume. Volume has been decreasing on this, which is not helpful when trying to look for backup for things moving up towards the highs again, right? Should make you worried about potential for a double top when you don't have increasing volume in this situation. So that's a little nerve-wracking as well. Lots of news this week, right? We got the report today. We got the Trump-Xi meeting at the end of the week. There's just a lot going on right now, and these markets are trying to digest a lot. Wheat shot up last night, which is supporting these markets as well because crop conditions dropped down to 28, surprisingly, from 38 or 31 last week. So they're still pricing in, all the negative wheat areas in western Kansas, central Kansas, western Nebraska, Oklahoma. Still trying to dial that in for where those actually stand. So it's the lowest reading. 28 is the lowest reading now in 30 years. So really ugly wheat crop in those regions, and that's supporting everything else as well. So Kansas City wheat, shooting up, gapped up last night. It's up 16 right now. So when you're looking at a relationship, I mean, corn's up 1, wheat's up 16. So looks pretty strong. Everything else, again, it looks good, looks fine. If it wasn't for the report today, you would certainly say we have a really good chance to challenge or make new highs on both markets or all three markets. But this report and the information that comes out of it is going to set our precedent. So we will see what takes place there. We'll watch the price action, and we'll check it out tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.